Hi, I'm George Luong. I work at Slack and I lead the observability team there. We use Honeycomb a lot at Slack. We use it for client observability. We use it for tracing, instrumentation, analysis of performance. Teams use it daily for investigating incidents or just looking into production issues. And my team supports that. We run the tracing pipeline. We maintain the relationship with Honeycomb. We have a pretty sizable usage, daily active users of Honeycomb, between hundreds to 200 users per day. The client teams, that's their primary source of observability. So they rely on it heavily for understanding front-end issues, performance issues, that kind of stuff. With the advent of agentic workflows, we see a lot of people craving observability data. And one of the biggest challenges is that we have a lot of volume and data in general, and we want to make that accessible to people. So we built MCPs around metrics, logs, and there's the Honeycomb MCP, which we don't need to build a tracing MCP for. But it definitely allows people to access that data in a more easy manner. They can just query, they can hit up the MCP through their terminal or their IDE, or use Canvas, which is something that's picking up steam at Slack as well, to dig into production issues. The challenge is, how do we balance cost, observability, and also signal to noise ratio? If you throw everything in there, it's going to be a lot harder to find what you need. Performance suffers from the query side. It's not enough to just serve the data. Canvas is a new thing that we've been using a little bit here and there. It's definitely a good interface to see the thinking process about what Honeycomb is going through to evaluate your query. It's a collaborative tool, so we can share those objects so different people say, I did some digging in this analysis, versus different people querying the MCP and coming back with different results because we're asking things differently. Canvas gives you that unified look of, this is the problem I'm trying to solve, and these are the queries I threw at it, the questions I gave it. You can see the thought process, you see the charts that it's plotting out. And then from there, if, for example, someone else looks at this and says, oh, I think maybe we didn't think about accessing this data set for this particular problem, or like correlating between this field, that's feedback we can share as a team. It makes it a lot more collaborative, which we love. I think tracing, especially in talk with the context about how different requests relate to each other, helps you identify new patterns or something that you didn't think about before that can help answer maybe a business question, or even just understanding how the systems relate to each other, which might not be as apparent when you're looking at just logs or metrics.